alive. Hello and welcome to this very special edition of BodySlam.net. My name is Mark O'Brien. I'm joined today by somebody incredibly special. Firstly, before we get into talking about how special he is, thank you very much for sitting through that incredibly boring and long introductory music interlude. I'm going to be telling Cassidy Haynes to change that immediately because that is redundant. 47 seconds is far too long to tee people up before going live. Anyway, I'm joined by the one and only, the dude Hal. He's one of the key people behind Bangers on Wrestling, BZW over in France. They've got a huge summer of events starting this Friday. They've got a really big card on the 25 juillet, ce vendredi. For my American and Irish fans who don't realize I have un peu de français, I will be dipping in and out with Hal just for the ease of access and because I like speaking it. Hal, how are you today, my friend?
I'm fine, thank you very much. I'm great. How are you doing?
I'm excellent. It's good. We're talking off air just beforehand about how hot it is over in France. It's Ireland. It's about 20 degrees, and I am uncomfortably warm. Every house in Ireland, because it's normally raining and it's normally shit. Every house is insulated, so like it's impossible to sleep at night. So it might be like a normal day outside, but inside it feels 10 times more degrees hotter. So we're all sweating and we're all thoroughly uncomfortable. But we're enjoying a good summer overall. We're excited the amount of wrestling that's going on, particularly in the independent European wrestling scene, a scene that does not get talked about enough. And you guys are at the very, very forefront of that at the minute.
Thank you very much. Yes, you're right. It's hot, and the wrestling scene in Europe is hot as well. I'm glad like there's even more and more wrestling coming up our way, and it's even a better quality than we had in the past. So it's amazing. I don't follow that much the UK scene anymore, but I
Mm,
think you guys have a lot of wrestling shows too. So
mhm.
even more wrestling for everybody. It's awesome.
Yeah, thankfully I'm not in the UK. I'm in Ireland. It's even better. So being English
That's the
or
same
well,
for us.
no,
That's the same for us.
say Palin. Well, you're the same. We'll call you Italian then. Call you
Oh
Luigi
my
for
god.
the call you Luigi for the rest of the show. But no, the yeah, like our Irish wrestling, like we've had these peaks and troughs of the last while, last couple of years. We've had WWE wrestlers appear in OTT wrestling here in Ireland. We've had Finn Balor, JB
Yeah.
McDonough. We've had Lyra Valkyria. We had Pete Dunne. And we've got loads of more teasing kind of interactions with major shows. We had John Moxley a year or two ago. But you guys, for my money, draw the best talent consistently across Europe. It's not just You're not just drawing one big attraction from America. You're drawing attractions from all around Europe. You're collecting the absolute creme de la creme of
Oh.
European-based independent creme de la creme way of European-based wrestling talent. Guys are who are European-based but who are wrestling regularly in Japan. Guys who are European-based but wrestling regularly in America, Mexico, all around the world. How have you guys cultivated such an incredible reputation, such an incredible cast of characters, and become what's known now as probably the premier organization, the premier organization here in Europe?
Oh, thank you. That's very nice of you to say such nice things about us. I'm not sure we're top one yet. I think
Oh,
there's some like bigger and longer promotion. Like I mean,
yeah.
promotion that are established for way longer than us. So
Mm.
we still have to, I think, prove ourselves in that perspective. But back to your question, I think we just produced the kind of wrestling that we wanted to see, like as fans. That's the wrestling. That's the pro wrestling that I would like to see. That's the pro wrestling that I would really be happy to and proud to show my friends, my family. I think in France, it's probably the same a little bit all around the world. But when you
Mm.
say you're a pro wrestling fan, it's like that guy is a nerd.
Yeah,
That guy is
yeah,
stupid.
yeah.
Um, but we wanted to produce something that is different, that is something that we wanted to see as fan growing up, and something that we shouldn't be ashamed of, something that I
Mm,
proudly bring my friends to, something that I proudly brings my family to. Even if they're not wrestling fan, I just want to show them like this is a show, and you're going to see Bangers on Wrestling the same way that you're going to a concert, a comedy show.
yeah.
It could be once a year, because if you're not a comedy fan, you're not going to comedy shows every week. So
Mm,
it's the same with pro wrestling. I wanted to make sure that people were still able to come to Banger Zone and
yeah.
enjoy a great night of pro wrestling, and also for fans, just to make them proud of being pro wrestling fans, uh, giving them the reward of giving us their time, being
Mm,
invested in the product that we're building. So, yes, I think we're just trying to do something cool that everybody likes, or at least the most people like. And we're lucky because it's working, and it's very difficult to put on a wrestling show. It's even more difficult to put on a good wrestling show.
mhm,
So we've been lucky. We're trying to push the envelope. We try to also be. Um, I have a word in French. I don't know how we could translate that in English. Probably like I see BCW as an unmissable place, if
mhm,
that makes sense.
mhm, mhm,
It's like when you talk about the US, fans say, "Oh, you have to wrestle here." When you talk about Japan, fans say, "Oh, you have to wrestle here."
mhm,
When you talk about England, fans says, "Oh, you have to wrestle there and there also."
mhm,
And we I don't feel like we had such a place in Europe.
mhm,
So I also wanted to make sure that BCW was this place.
mhm,
And now, whenever a wrestler talks about Europe,
mhm,
I'm really happy to say that, oh, you have to go to BCW because this is
mhm.
the place to be in Europe. So I think that's a whole lot of work, but like every ingredient itself make it very very cool to watch, both
Yeah.
for fan and for wrestlers, and also for non-wrestling fans.
You've done an incredible job of achieving that so far, and I don't think you give yourself enough credit in terms of. I think there's a lot of European wrestling promotions who try to be something. They try to be something they see on a different wrestling from a different continent. They try to be a WWE light. They try to be. They try to stagger their shows month to month and format their shows like they would have seen WWE in the mid '90s, not even before the Attitude Era. It might be like promo, blah 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 blah, and there'd be all sorts of gimmicks, and it'd be fair enough gimmicks to get people to know them. But you brought up a really interesting point about bringing your friends and being proud of what you produce. I'm I'm the only one of my friends who likes wrestling, the only person. Like it's my thing, but like rugby's my sport, and I brought my own friends to a couple of shows once. Brought them one to a show where it was just like a comedy wrestling show, and there was loads. They got so drunk they had a great time. Brilliant. I brought them to an OTT show, and it was a good OTT show. Pete Dunne was wrestling. It was really cool. Like it was a really good show for those people in the audience, and there was a lot of other like people who know independent wrestling and they know the structure of a WWE light kind of product. But it wasn't enjoyable for my friends who are casual fans. There was nothing that made them go, "Oh fuck, holy shit!" Do you know what I mean? There was no atmosphere in the room. We were in the Ambassador Theatre in Dublin, and we had brilliant wrestling, really good, objectively good. You could sit down and clap and applaud, and like, "Oh, that was great." But nothing that could make somebody who doesn't know wrestling, doesn't like it, like get excited and shit. I want to come back. Whereas what you guys have done, particularly off the back of the success of your shows last year in Leon, around the time of Backlash, where I first met you at the Backlash pay per view as part of the media there, um, the weekend show of that weekend and the kind of the following shows where you had the likes of Penta appearing and seeing the social media clips go viral, how rabid your audiences are, how invested, how excited they are. That's what people want because people go to wrestling to escape, particularly independent wrestling. They want a night out. They want to do the same as a comedy show or a music show or like go to the pub to watch a sports game. They want something like particularly men. They want to go, yeah, they want to have fun. and I think that's something that it's very unique in Europe, and you've managed to deliver that.
Yeah, thank you very much. Um, to be fully honest with you, I don't know if this is specifically related to BZW. I think
Mm,
BZW helps people to express themselves because
mm,
we try to produce the show in a very impressive way,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
like a very professional, very produced
yeah.
show. So you could easily like be
Mm,
like, oh, and also the wrestling is really good.
yeah.
But to be fully honest with you, once again, I think this is more thanks to the French crowd.
Mm,
I
okay.
think the French crowd is very energetic
Yeah, yeah,
when it comes to pro wrestling. Very vocal
yeah,
too. I think you've seen that in Lyon, both in
yeah,
SmackDown and Backlash.
yeah,
Um, yeah, I think French fans just take wrestling show to the next level, to another
yeah.
level. And once again, we have the let's say good combination of
Mm,
production, very good
mm,
wrestling, in ring wrestling, very good storylines, and very good fans. So everything
mm,
together just multiply it,
mm.
if that makes
Yeah,
sense.
yeah.
And I'm very happy. We also have been lucky enough to travel to UK. We've been
Mm-hmm,
co-producing a show with TNT in Liverpool.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Was it Liverpool?
Yeah, way.
Yeah, it was Liverpool.
Yeah.
And we've been to Vegas also this year
Mm, way.
as part of the Mania Week. That's amazing. And I can definitely say in both of these events, which are
Mm,
the like I don't count the Belgium events, which feels like France. But in both of these events, French fans are the loudest, and they are
mm,
usually the ones that are helps
mm-hmm.
the non-French speaking fans to get vocals too. It's like,
Yeah,
oh, they're vocals. Okay, let's be vocal too. Let's have a
yeah,
good time. Let's enjoy. Let's. It's about what you said. It's about escaping reality. It's
yeah.
about having fun during the show, and French fans are really good at it.
Well, between French fans, the production you guys are putting on, the quality of wrestling in the show, what the kind of your philosophy as well, even the collaborations you're doing with Weeks Catch, you're doing an APC Catch, you got a number of different shows across this summer. This Friday, you've got a show coming up. You've got the likes of Tom Pesach, who's going to be reappearing with BZW. He's been coming
Yes,
back and forth as well. That's a big tip of the cap to the quality of what work you guys are doing because he's not going to be cheap and he's going to be transatlantically. No, like that's really expensive flights, expensive appearance
it
fees,
is.
hotels, transport. He probably wants you to pay for his Ubers, his beers, his food, and all these things combined, plus all the other talent you got from all around the world. But they want to come to you. They want to come back, not just once as a tick box.
Yes.
Okay, I'm in Europe. I'll do a show while I'm there. You're having guys that are coming back and forth. I think it's incredibly exciting. So, like, say for the show this coming Friday, you've got Tom Pastock. What else can fans expect? Those people who are tuning in from around the world.
So actually, this already happened. It was
Oh, wait.
July 5th.
Okay.
What's happening on Friday? And probably you're not fluent in French, so that's why you thought that was the show was on Friday. The show happened Saturday, July 5th. But
Uh,
what's happening this Friday is that this show is going to be broadcast nationally in theater in France.
okay. Sorry.
No,
Part
no, no worries, no worries, no worries. That's a very first time.
That's
We're
very
really
cool.
happy.
Yeah.
We've been doing this partnership with the cinema brand called
Mm,
Megarama that you've probably
wow.
never heard of.
Yeah. Okay.
But this brand has over 30 how do you say cinemas or theaters? Or theaters is the
Yeah. Yeah.
US.
Both. Both. Yeah. The
Yeah.
cinema theater. Yeah.
So they have over 30 cinemas all over France.
Yeah.
We're super proud of this because this is the first time this is happening. Probably even the first time for indie wrestling.
Yeah.
And we're going to be broadcast nationally for one night only. So I'm super
It's
happy
incredible.
about it.
Well, I mean, like, aside from my linguistic mistakes and not understanding fully French, and aside from that, you've also got a massive show coming up at the end of this month. Obviously, tied in around the massive Clash in Paris event that's going to be happening around the 30th of
Correct.
August. You've got a show in Paris. It's going to be combining with APC Catch. It's going to be French Touch. What can fans expect? You've got a loaded card. You got a lot of talent coming in for it as well. What can fans expect?
That's a good question. I will repeat myself, I think. Good production, amazing, incredible in-ring wrestling,
Yeah.
twist storylines,
Hmm.
uh, incredible, innovative young athletes mixing with international talents.
Yeah.
I'm very happy we'll have you mentioned that you mentioned talent coming back and forth. We'll have Joey Janela as one of
Hmm.
the BZW former BZW world champion coming back to the zone. We'll have Megan Bain coming, Bobby Lashley. That's
Wow.
amazing. That's also a very expensive
Yeah.
flight, very
Yeah.
expensive
Yeah.
fee.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, I just want people to expect like a very high level of spectacle of
Mm,
show, like very highly produced.
yeah.
And once again, nothing to be ashamed of. It's not like, oh, I'm going to see some indie wrestling.
Mm,
It could be shitty. I don't know what to expect.
yeah.
No, you don't have to worry about it. The in-ring part will be awesome. The production would be super good.
Mm.
And I have maybe the audacity to say that the atmosphere would be even better than Clash in Paris. I think we're going to be the hottest show in town this weekend.
I would put money in that as well. I think it's, I think on the whole it's going to be. I think Paris is going to find it very very difficult. Firstly, to outdo what they did in Backlash last year, where people were cheering for the fact that they paid a lot of money.
Yeah.
That was I don't. Yeah, I remember looking sitting beside you as they're like, "Oh, you've set the gate record!" Like, "Yay, we paid the most! Like, we paid the most money! Brilliant!" But I think that whole weekend in itself, it's something that's incredibly well deserved. Again, though, obviously, like in Racing 92's home stadium in Paris, for those of us who love rugby, like it's going to be held there as well. Then you're going to have Raw, you're going to have SmackDown events held around that whole weekend. But again, for those of people who love their wrestling, actual in-ring wrestling, and feeling part of a production, feeling part of a show, feeling like they're close to the action, not just watching a TV show from afar, I think Bangers on Wrestling will be having the most exciting show that weekend.
Thank you very much. I agree with you 100%. Fans are part of the show.
Mm,
And also I think that's let's be honest, that's one of the reason that like we're successful is because we listen to fans. We try to give them what they want, not always. Sometimes it's not easy to know what they want, but
yeah.
we try to give, yeah, good wrestling. And I think people realize that the tickets are not so expensive, so everybody can
Mm,
come and take a role
mhm.
in some matter to the show.
Incredible. You've got, as I said, you've got like Bobby Lashley, you got Mega Bay, you got Joey Janela. You've also got people I want to see. I don't care about them, to be honest. You've got Igo Blanc. You got Stay Hype. You got Kuro. I've actually trained with them as well when they've come over to Ireland to do various different camps over the
Yeah.
years. They're legends, really really cool guys to deal with. They're also fucking exciting to watch in ring. Igo Blanc is one of the most. I don't know if he has signed with WWE or wherever he is. I don't know how he's wrestling independently in Europe. But what can fans expect from talents like that on a show like this?
So yeah, I mentioned, you're right, I mentioned the like the famous names, the names that everybody knows, because of course this is a big arena and we want to fill up this arena as much as possible. So it's easier to mention Bobby Lashley than French
Mm,
talents, but French talents are skilled. They once again, they have nothing to be ashamed of compared to
mm,
international talents. The French scene is booming. It's growing. It's harder than ever,
yeah.
uh, and talents are ready to sign with a big major promotion. You mentioned Aigle Blanc. Aigle is rumored to sign with WWE. We don't know, but that may be one of his last match. So if you want to see how skilled he is, or amazing he is, or incredible he is, you
Yeah.
definitely have to come to French Touch. Other talent that you mentioned is Kuro. Kuro, Mr. Hype.
Mm,
Kuro is really hot. One half of the current OTT tag
yeah.
team champion.
Yeah. Yeah.
So once again, this is a proof that French wrestlers are exporting themselves internationally. We have Joseph Fenech Jr., the current BZW world champion. If you don't know him, like, make sure to stop and meet him if you can. He's not a very nice guy, but he'll take you into his storyline, and for
Mm,
sure you will. want to know what comes next for him. Who else do we have? We just announced the match, I think, this weekend.
Ouais, ouais.
Céline Faeri, which is
Hmm.
going to be 1-1 again against Megan Bain. It's
Yeah,
she's pretty new. I think she's under 5 years
hmm,
on the ring. But she's very talented.
she is.
She's 100% French. I think she has wrestled for OTT as well. She has
Yeah, a
wrestled in
lot, a
Germany.
lot, a lot.
So she's very good. She's doing very cool stuff in the ring. So I'll be super happy to having her back in Bengozone. We have Connor Mills from
Hmm.
England.
Hmm.
It's not a French talent, but is come to
Yeah,
Bengozone so many times that it is like fully part of the rooster. I feel like his
yeah,
Bengozone is his home.
yeah.
Um, what else do we have? We have some more talent. We haven't announced much yet, so
Mm.
I don't want to
You've
tell
you've
too
announced
much.
you've announced a lot in your poster. You've seen there's a huge amount of even your poster alone in terms of Bobby Lashley and all these talent you've already named front and center. And it's not just these Americanized talents; it's
No.
European talents as well. And they're going to be the main focus of the event. I think a lot of people can expect, like typically expect, you go to an independent wrestling show, you might say, "Oh, big stars coming in from ex WWE or whatever it is," and they'll do a very rudimentary match. But then when you hear the stories of those who come to Bangers Own Wrestling, people end up kind of going above and beyond the port of
Yes.
call. They don't just do a turn up, do the bare minimum. They go above and beyond. You see, like I said, we touched on earlier, like the Penta before he went to WWE, his appearance in Bangers Own Wrestling. That's legendary in itself. Um, so I, for one, am incredibly excited. I might make one suggestion to you. I know a friend of mine. He's currently in America, LJ Cleary. He is
Oh, oh.
back. He's back in Europe for August and September. I don't know if he's been in contact with you. However, if he is, he may be in Europe. He might be available. You never know. You might be able to make a deal. That is just one suggestion I'm having from sitting here in Ireland.
Are we live right now? Like, can people see us? Okay,
Yes.
so this is an exclusive info. We're gonna announce LG Cleary for this show tomorrow morning. So if you're viewing this live, then you have the info before everybody else. But LG Cleary will be part of French Touch. We're gonna announce this tomorrow.
What incredible timing. That is absolutely amazing. And I've like listen from his experience now, him being over in Noah, his previous experience wrestling all across France, and then kind of going doing the American independence of late. That's gonna be really, really cool. And obviously he's gonna be slagged off for his appearance at Backlash this year as well. So yeah, it'd be very, very interesting. So
Yeah.
in terms of matches, when can fans expect matches to be announced over the coming weeks?
So we're I think 6 weeks before the event. So
Mm,
I think we're gonna. I don't know in details,
yeah.
but we've announced 2 matches so far. Usually, Benguzon shows are 6 matches,
Yeah.
but this is a bigger show, so maybe
Mm,
more matches. I don't know. I don't want to tell too much once again.
okay.
But yes, we're 6 weeks before the event, so I believe 1 match per week should be the rhythm to go with.
That sounds perfect. That's a perfect way to build excitement as well. So fans who are from coming in to France from all around Europe, go traveling in for that big WWE event, but then they get wind of how big this show is going to be for BZW and APC Catch. Where can fans get tickets for a show like this?
So on socials, I think every
Social.
post related to French Touch, you click down the post
Mhm.
and you have the link. So the link is taking you to the BZW website, and that's where the ticketing is happening. So I think that's the only place to get tickets. I think.
Amazing. So what we'll do is after this, we'll start populating and polluting social media everywhere we possibly can. Where I'm telling people I've got an exclusive about LJ Cleary appearing for Bangers Own Wrestling before it's announced tomorrow. I'll be putting in the link for all social medias related to Bangers Own Wrestling, APC Catch, and week on week, in conjunction with yourself, we're going to be trying to build more and more hype for
Of
this because
course,
when we're hype, we stay hype.
I
Like
agree
Mr.
with you.
Yes, absolutely. So no, I'm incredibly excited. I will be there, of course, and I'm thoroughly excited to see how this progresses with the card as it evolves and how thoroughly packed the arena is going to be on the evening.
I hope so. It's a big arena. I really hope we're gonna sell as many tickets as possible. We've been lucky enough to be sold out for almost every shows. I think we've been doing like almost 40
Mm,
shows, 40 BZW shows.
yeah,
Most of them, like I think the majority of them have been sold out. So hopefully we're gonna do it one more time. This is a big arena. indoor. That's gonna be cool. First time ever that we're running around Paris, because usually we're more running like north of France, Belgium. That's
Hmm.
kind of our uh, base ground.
Yeah.
But yeah, very happy to be in Paris. Very happy to be part of the WWE Clash in Paris weekend, and I hope everybody's is going to be as excited as I was for the Backlash weekend in Lyon last year.
I think there's now a level of expectation for the event as well. So I think it was a first time for everything the Leon show, whereas people now expect this to be big. It's in a bigger arena. There's more excitement. There's probably an element of like it's not in Lyon, it's in Paris now, the capital of France as well. It's after the Olympics. I think anticipation is going to build and build and build. And I know the WWE PR teams have been working on overdrive, probably contacting you like they've been contacting me to help post things across the last while. So no, I'm personally hugely excited for it, and I can't wait for that weekend, my friend. Thank you very, very much for your time this week. As I said earlier, we're going to be in contact over the next couple of weeks. Hopefully, doing this on a regular basis, probably week on week. Might be with yourself, might be with other people who are possibly available. But listen, fans, everywhere you can, go on social media, go into BZW, go to the Dude Hal, follow the Dude Hal as well.
Oh,
Go to
thank you very much.
go to ABC Catch as well. Please get your tickets for French Touch coming up at the end of August this month.
Thank you very much, Mark, for your time. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed the interview. I hope my English wasn't too bad. And see you around the ring for this super good show coming up your way. BZW APC Catch French Touch.
As we've learned, your English is better than my French, so thank you very, very much. Thank you.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Oh, thank you! Oh, thank you! Oh, thank you!